Today we want to review how to add text behind a subject, and then we want to be able to move the text. Right now I have my background layer. I want to duplicate my background layer. I'm going to right click and duplicate. Next I want to add a new layer for text, so I'm going to click New Layer. I'm going to go over to my text layer. Okay, I'm going to call this Fashion. So remember, on our text we can go right here and use the scrubby slider, so that way we don't have to take our hand off of our mouse and to go to the keyboard to keep adjusting the font. Also down here under our character panel, I can also adjust the tracking, okay, which is the side-to-side spacing of our text as well. And I could finally adjust our font size. Okay, next I need to move my text layer between the two images. So I'm going to click on my Fashion text layer. Just click and drag so it's behind there. Now I want to apply a layer mask to our top background copy. So I'm going to click the background copy, or the one that we duplicated, and I want to click Layer Mask. But first I need to go ahead and select the subject. So I can either go to Select Subject. Okay, so that's my subject. Okay, and I could either use a magic wand or use Select Subject. Okay, and make sure I'm on the background copy layer. Now I want to go and do my Add Layer Mask. Okay, all right, and then I want to invert my layer mask, so I can do Control-I. Or in this case, I don't need to adjust that. Okay, and now I can go back to my text layer. Okay, and I can move it anywhere I want, and it will always appear behind the text. And it will do that because we added a layer mask here on this part. Okay, so if you did not see the background, okay, so again, at the top I added a layer mask. So what that's going to do is this image here, the image that's in white, is going to be on the front. So anything else will appear behind that layer mask. So that includes the background and the word fashion. Okay. Now, if you miss that step, and if you put the text layer above it, that's not going to work, okay? Because remember, Photoshop uses the layers in order. So it's going to apply the first layer first. So that's why we have to make sure our text layer is in the middle. And finally, for our bonus, we could also add a layer style to the title. So I can click my text, and I can click a layer style. And for this, I may want to go to, a layer style. And I may want to do an outer glow or a drop shadow. So I can go and adjust the color. Maybe I want to make kind of the color of the drop shadow. Okay, and as you can see here, I can adjust the spread. Okay, and the size, and that will kind of give it a much better look. And I can click OK to apply that layer style. Okay, to make this look a little bit more like a magazine, I want to add the text Spring 2021, or whatever your current season and year is. So I'm going to click a new layer. Okay, I'm going to click T for text. It's going to be right down here at the bottom. Spring 2021, or again, whatever your current year is. remember the scrubby sliders, so you can kind of very quickly adjust the size of your font and the spacing. Maybe I don't need our tracking quite that large. Okay, and I've got it right here, but it doesn't really stand out. So what I want to do finally is I want to copy the layer style I applied here, the drop shadow, and then paste that layer style to this layer. So I'm going to click on our fashion layer and right click, and I want to go to copy layer style. I'm going to scroll up to my new spring 2021 layer, right click, and paste layer style. So now I have my layer style right there. Okay, and if I wanted to see how it looks, again, I could turn it on and turn it off to see if that's really what I want for that.